Are you a boy? Are you a girl? My gender has been a hot topic my entire life. Here's why. Hi lovers and femmes, it's me, Ramada, and welcome to my channel. First off, I just want to say that I hope you're all having a great day, a fabulous night, whatever time it is that you're watching my videos. I hope that I can send you some good vibes. Man, I feel like a woman. Gender. Woo! Let's get into it. With the trans community getting more and more attention over the last couple of years, our gender expression, our gender identity, and our biology has been a hot topic. It's been up for debate, so let's dissect today. Oh, and I just want to start by saying that I'm not a psychologist or a scientist or anything of that matter. I'm just speaking on my experiences. So, to understand my gender fluidity more, I want to break things down to you guys in very clear and simple terms. Sex and gender are two different things, okay? Two different spectrums as well, but people like to confuse them to be the same thing. To me, sex refers to our biology, i.e., I was born male, I'm assigned male at birth, I was born with a dick. And then there's gender, which is how an individual identifies and expresses themselves. Now, people get these two confused because society has categorized masculine and feminine features towards exclusively being male or female. Males are masculine, females are feminine. When the truth is, everyone has both masculine and feminine qualities. Being masculine in a traditional sense originally referred to men as being hardworking, physically strong, providers for their family. But hello, it's 2022. I think we can all agree that women can be described as all of those things as well. And on the other end, if feminine referred to females being emotional, soft, pretty, delicate, well, hello, just look at me. I am your exhibit A right here. And I'm not trying to take away from the fact that there are masculine, manly men out there, because there are. And of course, girly girls, there are, of course. I'm just trying to make a point that if masculinity and femininity are all these traits, we all have some of them. This takes me to this photo. Now, I really love this photo, you guys. I don't know who created it, but if you just Google gender fluid pictures, this is kind of one of the first things that pops up. To me, it paints a picture of gender fluidity very simply and effectively. It depicts gender literally as a fluid. So think of gender as all the masculine and feminine traits put together as this fluid, and we're all just flowing. But then there's society and those in power blocking us with this binary, telling us we can only be one or the other, which is absolutely ridiculous to think that humans are that simple, that we're that black and white. We're very complex beings, and I'm so surprised that this traditional ideology has been running the game, running our lives in society for so long. This is another picture that I love that explains the difference between gender identity versus gender expression. So this genderbread person refers to gender identity as within the brain. It's our mental state. It's how each person views themselves. And many studies have shown transgender people's brains don't align with their assigned sex at birth. Then there's gender expression, which refers to the gingerbread person's outer exterior. So this can be how a person dresses up. What's their style? What's their vibe? How do they want to present themselves to the world? So for me, my sex/biology is male. I was born male. But I've always viewed myself as a girl. I remember being 7 years old when the Spice Girls were big and I was obsessed with them. And I remember my sister and like one of our cousins approached me and they asked me, you know, if you were to be reborn again and if you had the option to choose to be boy or girl, which would you choose? And I remember answering flat out, I want to be a girl. Like, I'd love to be a girl because I want to experience it. That was literally my answer to them when I was 7. You guys, I was 7 and I said this. So I've always viewed myself as a girl, and I've always felt that I've had that woman's intuition. And so I've always felt like my brain has been wired towards more of the female brain. But then I would say that my gender expression, again, referring to how you present yourself to the world, I would say that my expression is both man and woman. So obviously right now I'm femme presenting. I like to dress up, I like to doll up, and when I'm in my highest femme form like this, I feel my best. I feel my most confident. I feel like I can take over the world, you know? It's very much that feeling, and I love it. But the thing is, I don't look like this and present myself like this all the time. It's only sometimes. It's only when, you know, to look like this, it takes time. You know, like getting to this form, if you watch my male to female transformation videos, it takes time. And like, I don't want to do that all the time. It's just every now and then. And that's why I really feel like I'm a mixture of both male and female. So if we think back to that picture of the liquid, the gender fluid, that's literally quite me. That is literally how I feel because I have the male body parts. I have a dick. I have more of a female wired brain. I like to present as a woman. If gender was a scale of masculine to feminine, I'm literally in the gray area all the time. And I know there's gonna be some of you out there that say, oh, well, you're just a gay boy that likes to do drag. You know, I've had people say this to me where it's like, oh, well, you're just pretending, you know, you just because you put on makeup and put on a wig and, you know, dress up like a girl doesn't mean that you're a girl, you know? And it's like, well, first of all, who are you to tell me my identity? Like, who are you? Who are you to tell me what's in my brain? What's in my thoughts? Who are you to tell me how I feel? And this is my biggest problem with people is that just speak for yourself. Okay, you cannot tell anyone what their gender is, what their sex is. Just let people speak for themselves. And I think that's the bottom line, is that gender really is an individual thing. Just ask people, you know? It's just, what I want is that basic level of respect for everybody. What does me dressing up and presenting myself in whatever way that I want affect you? If you don't like what you see, turn away, baby. Just look the other way and keep walking. Some people are so concerned with other people. It's just like, focus on yourself. For me, it's a level of respect. You know, that I don't need everyone to like me and accept me and all that. But what I do want is respect. You know, that level of respect where I can go anywhere dressed up however way I want and not feel threatened or not feel unsafe. You know, that's what I mean by like a basic level of respect. Now, quickly going back to those who are those masculine, manly men, because of course there are people like that out there. That's great if you were born male and you feel like, oh, you're all of those things that are traditionally masculine. That's great, you know, that everything aligns up for you very well. But for people like me, it doesn't all align. And that doesn't mean that there's something wrong with me. It doesn't mean that I have a mental illness. I am a fully functioning, fully capable human, fully independent, can take care of myself. I work, I have a job. I am a fully functioning member of society. And for anyone who's queer and femme like me, I want you to know that there's nothing wrong with you and that if you want, you can make the best life out of this. You know, you are fully capable of doing whatever it is that you want to do that everyone else does. You know, and I hope that you live in your truth and I hope that you find happiness as well. Now, I get asked this question at least once a day, is if I will ever fully transition, meaning go through the surgeries, maybe get top surgery, facials, like all of that, and never say never, you know? Like, I still question my transness all the time, and I do believe that trans is an umbrella term that, you know, for anyone who doesn't feel like they're assigned sex at birth, then you kind of fall under that trans umbrella, you know? And I definitely feel like I'm part of that. My answer right now is just never say never. Let's just say that I'm content with my gender fluidity. You know, I think I've come a long way of hating myself as a boy and not being all the things that my family and teachers and my friends wanted me to be, you know. I've come a long way from that person, and because I've overcome so much, I just feel like I've come to terms in a way. I've come to accept myself as just a very feminine boy. This is why I always do, like, you know, hashtag femboy or have femboy in my titles, because I very much feel like a lot of terminology is kind of intertwined as well. But for right now, I would say that I'm content in my gender fluidity as a very feminine boy, as a crossdresser, as a transvestite, if you will. And yeah, so I'm pretty happy by just saying that I'm gender fluid. If you've made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching. Help your girl out. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Leave me a comment down below. I appreciate all of your comments and all of your love, all of your support for everyone who's been with me so far. And I hope that answers some of your questions as well. And again, that's just my story. It's my experience that I'm talking about. But let me know your experiences down below. How do you identify? And do you know any other gender fluid people? Thank you guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.